Yeah. So the twist for this draft is we're going to be drawing a card before each of our turns. And on that card, we have a 33% chance to get a action. Oh! All right, Andrew, go ahead and read the card and the description of said card.
First card of the draft says, lose a turn.
It was best
Fictional
characters.
Yeah.
So not the most diverse. If we took all three of our lists to anywhere around the world, my list would be the most recognizable.
You just said it was best. You just described most well-known.
Exactly.
Based on the criteria, which our criteria, again, was the best. My character had the
but if no
most
one's one of your characters, they can't judge on if they're the best or not.
I have...
Welcome
to
Backseat Directing.
Welcome to Backseat Directing. We're your hosts. Dang it. That was my next line.
You messed that one on accident, huh?
Yeah. Welcome to Backseat Directing,
where we talk about movies, TV shows, comics, and more.
We're your hosts,
Andrew
and Aaron, with Justin.
And we put out new episodes every Monday and Thursday.
And on this episode, we're doing a fiction character draft with a twist.
3, 2, 1, action.
Let's go!
It's a banger.
Not to correct Aaron, but we're doing a fictional character draft. You said a fiction character draft?
Yeah, same thing.
This whole draft is just fictional.
But what we're doing is each of the three of us are going to draft a team of 10 fictional characters. So if you've seen our show before, when there's three of us, we will do a snake draft. Yep. So we're going to use a randomizer to decide the order, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 3 repeats, and then 2, 1, 1 repeats, and so on. So this should be a lot of fun. We're picking characters from all verses, all media. They can be video games, anime, comics, manga, movies, shows. So we're going to pick all various kinds of characters. I have no clue. Besides what I know about these two as individuals, I have no real solid idea of who's on their team. Have my guesses. The first picks on the board are somewhat obvious. There's like some high contenders out there, some heavy hitters, if you will.
And for that reason, we've extended this draft to 10 instead of our normal
just
5.
Too many fictional characters out there. We got to show respect.
Yes.
Not leaving too many people off.
Basically, our first 5 picks are just like to get the big ones out of the way so we can draft our more creative options.
Then you'll see our real colors after in the second set of 5.
Before we go into explaining a little bit about this twist, I want to say welcome to the podcast, Justin. I know we just filmed another episode, but this one will come out later, so it feels weird to not welcome you to the show.
Justin's been on the show quite a few times before, so go back and check out some of his other appearances, after you finish this episode.
Yeah. So the twist for this draft is we're going to be drawing a card before each of our turns, and on that card, we have a 33% chance to get a action. And those actions,
D&D speak.
Yeah. they'll tell us what to do, and I don't want to go into spoiling what those are, but basically it's going to mess up our plans. It's going to cause some friction, some arguments, and it's going to make it to where there's maybe a little bit different strategy than normal in terms of how you draft your team of these top 10 fictional characters.
Yeah, thank you. But we'll explain the cards as they come up. Each one, we'll explain the rules to them as they come along and kind of show you guys how they're going to break the game here a little bit and change things around.
So let's figure out the order, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
So I have a randomizer up here on my computer. So before I hit randomize, Justin, where do you hope you land?
1.
You want the first pick?
I want the first pick.
Okay. Andrew, where do you want to be?
the first pick as well.
I kind of want to be in third. Because
take it.
Third will be the first one who draws one of those cards.
Yes.
And then I can kind of see where you guys are going on this approach.
If you land in third, if you land in first and I land in third, you want to trade?
No, we have to do what the randomizer says. Nice try. Nice try.
Thought I'd lock that in before I got the chance to.
3,
Fingers crossed.
2, 1. Yes. Dang. I got the worst one. Second place. Oh. I hate second place.
Well,
I get to pull the first card.
Andrew gets to pull the first card, and you get.
No, you don't. Oh, yeah, you do. Sorry.
So,
Sorry.
so Justin's
you
in
do.
first, Aaron's in second, and Andrew, myself, is in third.
Yes.
In the pick order.
Yes. Okay. So for each of our first draft, we do not pick a card. Okay.
So keep in mind, you can pick any character from basically anything. You can pick everything from Astro Boy to Garfield. And you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you
Throwing
can't
out my
pick your friend's
picks.
nose. So
All right.
this starts off with Justin, the number
All right.
one overall pick in the entire draft.
First pick is none other than the greatest fictional character of all time,
That.
Batman.
Oh.
I hate you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to say anything. I think if you've seen the other episodes I've been on, Backseat Directing, you know I love Batman.
Look what I did. I wrote my name.
Justin
Oh,
Aaron
Aaron,
Tate.
Aaron, and then put my last name, Tate. Instead of Andrew.
But yeah, Batman, number one pick. I'm glad I got to go first because that's exactly what I wanted. So I'm off to a good start.
Yeah, that's... So we're not going to get that much time to talk about the characters because the cards are going to make things longer, and
We have 10
we have
picks.
30 overall picks, probably more
Yeah.
at the end after the game is busted up.
Yeah.
So we won't get to talk about them too much, but that's a first round draft pick. It's a good pick.
Yeah. Top tier. My pick, my first pick in this draft of 10. Man, so many characters. I'm going to go ahead and take Spider-Man off the board.
Okay.
That's another. I knew it was going to be a first round pick. I knew it was going to be a first round pick. God, dang.
Andrew's sweating over there.
God, this.
Now, these might not stay on our team.
I know, that's the sad part.
There's some trickery coming up here that's really going to mess us up. So, Andrew, you're going to pick, and then after that pick, we're going to start drawing these wild cards.
Oh boy.
Gosh. So, I mean, there's only one other character I think that can contend with these two in terms of like screen time and audience love, and I'm not going to pick him. I'm instead. I'm gonna go.
He's drafted by his heart. That's how he lost the last draft.
I'm going
gonna
I'm
be
going
like-
the Andrew route. I'm going with picking who I want, who I love. I think that this is just one of the best written, best character arcs ever in fiction. My first pick, I'm going with Prince Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay. I haven't seen that, so
Trash. You got.
Dang.
You gotta get,
it's not that I don't like it. You know,
That's a good pick. Solid pick.
Yeah.
Fantastic pick.
But I think
First round pick?
absolutely.
Interesting.
I think it's the best character arc in fiction,
Bro,
hands down.
that was a big dupe because the way you're leading, I was like, I know who he's picking. And
Yeah,
he's
no,
like, but I'm not
it's-
gonna pick him.
It's up there. It's a good pick for sure. You should
Yeah.
definitely watch
Was it
Avatar: The
like
Last Airbender.
3-4 seasons or something like that?
It's 3 seasons.
Three seasons?
It's easy. It's like 20 episodes a season or something. They're 20 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Zuko's over here on the wall right behind him.
I'm gonna scoop back to back two of my top 5 characters of all time.
Yeah.
Do I pick my card before?
Before, yeah. So right here, we got our card, Backseat Directing, Wild Card Draft.
So I have 2/3 chance of getting nothing here.
Correct.
Yes.
All right. So
Yep.
what? So what do I got?
Oh! All right, Andrew, go ahead and read the card and the description of said card.
First card of the draft says lose a turn. Player loses 1 turn. That turn is added to the end of the draft. Extra turns at the end must be played in the correct draft order. So I basically forfeit my back-to-back picks, and then it moves all the way to the end. So it doesn't help me at all right now. Just screws me over.
Brutal.
Man, this
Brutal.
got turned to a regular draft.
And I'm so worried that
It's like,
damn it. I'm so worried that my next picks are going off the board because, like we said, the first 5 for each of us
Yeah,
is going
there's-
to be high contention, high
Right.
overlap.
This is what these first 5 are going to be like what people are really looking at when we say like best fictional characters, you know? And then those last 5's where we get creative and we pick our personal ones.
Here's the thing, though. Avatar fans show up for us.
No, yeah, for sure.
Avatar fans have shown up for our videos in the past. So the love for that show is so strong. That community, they understand why he
I would love to have Zuko on my team. He's a good pick. Drafted maybe a little high, so there's a lot of pressure on him, you know? We'll see if he can perform. My next pick is there's 2 right there that I would like. Oh, I need to pick a card.
yeah,
actually.
I have like
Before I get
gotta
all
remember the cards.
before I get all excited that Andrew lost a turn, I got to pick a card. So let's see. Extra turn. Let's
Yo,
go. That's what I'm talking about.
What a load of bullshit.
Are these on shuffle or are these on like sequential order?
They should be shuffle. There we go. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, where'd the card go? Oh, I
He
think
did
it's
hit shuffle a
shuffle.
bunch of times.
Gosh,
So
man.
Aaron basically just gets 2 picks right now, but he's not
There
going
you
to
go.
draw a card.
Yeah. Yeah. So extra pick, I get to pick one now. That was the card I picked, and then I get another one without having to draw a card.
This is fucking
I
weird, 'cause you
literally-
just said
Wait,
you
wait,
wanted
wait,
to-
wait, wait,
I literally just said there was 2 that I was thinking of.
I just want the audience to know that Aaron made the cards and set up the Quizlet.
I knew I wanted to go second.
I'm calling Shufflegate here.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just name both of these at the same time.
sure then.
Okay, so we got Superman is joining my team.
All right.
Right, iconic.
I'm really worried about this.
And then I
next one.
have Darth Vader joining my team.
That's who I was talking about when I said the one that could stand with the other 2 was
Oh.
Anakin Skywalker's. He has such
Yeah.
a long arc.
I thought you
So
were.
beloved, such character development.
I thought you were talking about Superman.
No.
Man.
I was kind of leaning it could be either or. When
God,
you were like
you
hyping
took
up your
out
first pick.
2 huge picks.
And I'm not supposed to be able to draft back to back. This is fantastic.
Superman's not in my top 10 characters of all time.
I could see that.
Dang.
I was told
There's
that
just so many great characters.
Exactly. I was told my list might be a little too personal, but I do love Superman. I think it's cool the person with the power of the world in his hand.
Yeah, but why
and what
don't
he chooses
you
to do with
like
it.
him in your top 10?
Because I like other characters to me with more of an arc and more of an edge and more of a dark side. Like you'll see as my list doles out, it's just characters maybe that are a little bit grittier, have a little bit more of a dark side, more complicated. Like
Yeah.
Superman, I think at his core is simple, and I think that's what makes him so great. But just for my personal taste and preferences.
Yeah. You know who has a little bit of the dark side in him?
Yeah,
Vader.
Skywalker.
Dark side.
Let's go.
I would say Anakin Skywalker over Vader in terms of just how I word it.
Oh,
because
no.
it encompasses everything.
Yeah, you get both.
You do get both.
Yeah,
of
you get
course.
both.
But that's why I'm saying just the verbiage. I
Yeah,
say Anakin.
I see what you're saying.
Because the Skywalker saga,
Yeah.
you know, that's like, it's all really him, even though Luke is the hero
Yeah.
of the original trilogy.
Yeah. All right, so now we go to Justin. Justin, you need a card. I think because it got shuffled, it's this card here. So you ready to see your fate?
I'm ready.
Hey, just says draft, so he plays as normal. You get one
Better than
pick,
what I got.
one pick, and then you pick another card.
And then okay. All right. No debate here. I am so glad you didn't take him.
I think, I know who you're picking. Of course. I can't
I-
believe he left it on the board.
I don't know if you know who I'm
Bro already
picking.
has Batman. Not picking who I think you're picking.
I am picking.
Oh, I know who you're picking. Yeah, or I know who you're thinking about. Sorry.
I'm picking Optimus Prime.
Okay.
All right.
I saw this. I talked about this too beforehand. I was never going to pick Optimus Prime, so
Yep.
I'm happy with that pick.
He was the only one that I could feel like he was going to take. I really thought you were going to pick him instead of Vader. but-
He's on my list, but I think Vader just has a lot more recognition,
no, he
a lot
does.
more star power in terms of like this draft to get votes from the audience.
Well, the movies in general are higher rated, which is debatable. But
For Star Wars or Transformers?
Star Wars,
Yeah.
like just overall,
Are you saying that the Transformers movies are debatable, like in terms of quality to Star Wars? That's not what you said, right?
no, like the original Star Wars is definitely better than all of Transformers. It's just the sequels and all the new Star Wars content. I would take some Transformers content over the recent Star Wars stuff for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you're thinking
I don't think
Book of
the-
Boba Fett.
I don't think the
No. Oh,
I don't think the-
yeah. No, yeah, that show's bad.
I don't
But,
think
like,
the recent Transformers stuff has been that fantastic either.
No, it hasn't.
The first three are
First three.
first
one and three.
were
I
really good.
I really have a soft spot for 4. I know I'm in the minority, but I really love that one.
Yeah, let's ignore that.
But anyway, that's
Aaron's-
enough talking about.
Or Justin's.
I got Batman and Optimus Prime.
There you go. So
Wait, you have one more.
you get another pick, but you have a card first.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Something different here. What do we got?
I know I'm safe.
All right, we got switch team members. Player will switch a team member with a player that loses a dice duel. The player who drew the switch card picks a team member from the loser. Once the switch has been made, the player whose turn it is will draft a new team member. Okay, so
Hold on, this is the player who drew the switch card picks a team member from the loser. Isn't it whoever wins the dice duel?
this is
Yeah.
switch.
So it's me and you. We dice duel, and then
Oh, and then
it's from that list.
Oh, that's trash.
Oh man. Well, I hope Aaron wins.
Well, I hope
I hope Aaron
Andrew,
loses
I'm
because
rolling my dice, and I rolled 1. Natural 1.
Wait. See, oh, man,
So that means you're probably
I'm gonna get
his list.
Zuko, bro.
3.
I don't even know
so
who
you get
Zuko is.
Zuko.
I'm just getting railed this entire draft. Like I'm just getting absolutely blasted.
So you have to switch one of yours.
Oh, I have to
with his.
switch.
Correct.
Oh,
You want Optimus Prime?
I like how he knows I'm giving him pride.
Of course you're giving me Optimus
Man.
Prime. You're not giving me Batman.
I don't want Zuko because I don't even know him. I haven't seen the show.
This is great.
Oh, wow.
All right.
I just want to let you know, Andrew, I'm sorry for your loss. You should be sorry for mine. This was not my fault.
I mean,
Maybe later on you'll get switch team member and we can switch back.
I feel like you did this to us.
This is all going how I planned.
Wow.
It's hard to
Okay.
not feel. I know you didn't, but it's hard to not feel like you did.
So I got Batman and a character I don't know anything about.
No, you just got to ride it like it's your do or die, because he's on your team now.
All right, Batman and I love Zuko so much, man.
Thank you. Yeah. You do get a draft pick now.
Okay, so because I lost Prime, I'm definitely going Joker.
You guys are in the 3rd round, and I don't have a fucking single character.
Well, you got Optimus.
Oh yeah, right. I have Optimus. I fucking forgot.
There are a lot of hidden Transformers fans out there, Andrew. I'll let you know that.
Yeah, they're not going to give me a vote now that I get talk their favorite character.
All right. Well, I'm happy with 2 of my picks. So now
Okay.
Oh, back to Arron,
I
man.
literally said I didn't even want him at all. As soon as you picked him.
Okay. Backseat directing's card. Here we go. Just draft. This is
Gosh,
working
bro.
out great, guys.
Yeah, this game's rigged.
This is fantastic.
So great.
Shufflegate
There's a shut up.
2023.
There's a lot of characters left on the board here, and where do I want to go? I don't know why, but this one just always sticks out to me. So I got to pick them. I don't know if it's. Yeah, I'm gonna pick him. I'm gonna go ahead and lock in Captain Jack Sparrow.
Good pick.
It's a good pick, yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's rigged. He was clicking that space bar
Now
before we
it might
even
be
noticed. Oh, next person.
What the fuck is this?
He accidentally
What am I
clicks.
looking at?
He clicks space bar back. What is
Why
happening?
is it doing this?
Is it on autoplay or something?
It is.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I hit play.
Okay, what number were we on? We were.
It was like,
Oh, you got ads? Somebody swiped their card for Quizlet Plus right now. What is the upgraded Quizlet called?
I think we were at what 22, 21.
Really?
what if you,
Yeah,
is
we
it, if
started
it's the
at, like,
same
14
card, you can
or
just click
15.
through them and see what they were. Because the last one was a draft.
Well, I don't want to see them.
All right, well, let's just restart.
I think we're good here.
All right. So it's my turn. I gotta
Wow.
pull my card.
Well, Arron automatically wins.
Steal! Steal a member from any player's team. The player you stole from will immediately draft a replacement. Once they draft a replacement, the player who stole will draft a new player to their team. So I get to steal somebody from either of your teams.
Either.
This
Yep.
is- so Andrew's going to choose myself. Andrew
Pick me.
is going to steal from.
Do you want Zuko back?
I'm going to steal from Justin, and I'm going to take Batman. Batman's going to be traded around.
All right, you heard it here, folks. He likes Batman more than Zuko, obviously.
I'm
Man.
gonna put asterisks next
I mean,
to
you-
ones
yeah, I
that
mean-
got moved.
No, yeah. Not,
Batman's obviously was my first round draft pick if I could have gotten him. I have Batman tattooed on my arm, so
that sucks. I did not expect.
All right, so Justin, you do get to draft a replacement right now before Andrew drafts.
No one can live up to Batman, though.
That's all right. He also has Optimus Prime.
Yep, I know. Wow. The guest is getting treated poorly. All right. I'm picking one character that I grew up with. I think holds a place in a lot of people's hearts.
Getting sentimental already.
Rocky Balboa.
ooh, interesting pick. I didn't put him on my list at all, but I mean, literally, like Sylvester Stallone won an Oscar for this movie, so like
all that.
something
Yeah,
special.
you had it right.
Was it really?
Balboa.
He wrote this movie, starred in it,
Yeah.
went on to like be the star of 5 sequels, and
Yeah.
then also
And, like, a
starred
spin-
in the Creed movies as
Yep.
well. So beloved character, it's a good pick.
Okay, let's go ahead and do a recap of our teams before Andrew drafts right here. So, Justin, go ahead and read off your list.
So I have Rocky Balboa in my number 1 spot, Zuko in my number 2 spot, and Joker, number 3.
All right. I have Spider-Man in my first, Second, I have Superman, courtesy of Andrew's pick. And then Darth Vader in third. And 4, which is weird because I'm in second in the draft. I have more than everyone else, is Captain Jack Sparrow. Andrew?
And I have Optimus Prime, followed by Batman. And I will be adding to my team Walter Hartwell White from Breaking Bad to round out my team.
He was on my list.
Well, a little bit of human action.
Yeah, he was on my list.
He wants you to add Halter.
No, Hartwell. But no,
I said that wrong. I said Walter Halter.
Helter Skelter, Walter Halter.
Have you seen Breaking Bad?
I have not, but it's one of the shows I've had on my list for a while.
Dang, what are you waiting for, man? He made me watch it, was it last year?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was last year. I watched it pretty quick.
Yeah.
I could start it like this week
Yeah, do it.
if you guys convince me well enough.
Andrew?
I mean, Walter White is one of the best fictional arcs in all
Take it away.
in all of media content history. You watch Bryan Cranston has one of the most transformative performances in terms of both physical transformation and emotional transformation.
Yeah, where he starts and finishes in the series is completely different.
It's unlike anything, in my opinion, any other movie and show has done. It's like Walter Hartwell White. I keep saying his middle name.
Walter Halter.
So Heisenberg and Zuko are the two best arcs in fiction in terms of character development.
Heisenberg is Walter White.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking
That's
for
an
in
amazing
character
name.
choices was characters with an arc, characters with development, characters that are well written. And this is one of the best written characters ever. Like you see in everything he does, his character traits displayed. And it's just like they managed to turn something so simple and relatively low budget, displaying it in such a badass way. Like I don't want to say what the arc is, but you will just see him transform as a person like a goddamn butterfly. And it's
Caterpillar to cocoon to butterfly.
it's like a negative butterfly. It's like a reverse butterfly, but it's so phenomenal, so cool. The story has so many twists and turns, and nothing in history has ever pulled me into the next episode with more magnetic force than the end of an episode of Breaking Bad.
Yeah. And it's also like
sign.
an arc that you don't normally see, because it's not going in it's not the hero arc, but you're still sympathizing with him because you saw where he started, you see his reasons.
Yeah.
But then you're like, that's bad. Like, you shouldn't do that.
I
but
mean,
it's also I understand.
I
completely agree with
I
you.
like a
Yeah.
lot of those because you can attach to those almost more than sometimes heroes.
Right.
Do you like The Godfather?
It's like everything that you wish you could do,
But like a Homelander type thing where I understand where he's coming from. Granted, he's probably a lot worse or whatever than Walter Halter, Heisenberg. But still, it's that same thing. I can see where he's coming. I can see where Thanos is coming from. Type stuff like that. I can just draw into more. I need to watch it.
So you're saying you're a villain.
The show as a whole is just
Oh, yeah.
so many good characters.
Wait for the D&D episode.
Andrew, you get another pick.
I respect the character who's so smart. I do get another pick because I got my steal first.
Ready? Here's your card. So you're right back in this week.
Man, so he got 3 picks.
Just draft it.
Okay,
Yeah.
take a pick. Okay, so
That means I'm gonna get
I don't know off the top of my head who's next in my order. From the people that haven't been taken, my next pick, I don't think anybody's going to take that. So I'm not even going to go there yet.
Interesting.
I'm taking it. No.
Do it.
To supplement the loss of Zuko, I'm going to draft Avatar Aang.
Good choice. Good choice.
I assume from the same show.
Yep.
I'm a noob here.
Justin's like, God, this damn guy keeps picking stuff from the show he knows I haven't seen. It's like armor. It's like
can't
he's
fight
not
it.
going to steal him if I pick from a show he hasn't seen.
I'm gonna end up with Avatar Aang. I'm calling it.
Yeah, that's for sure, somehow, even though I have 4 characters.
Okay.
I'll put him up in a duel just so you end up with a whole Avatar team.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick something that's maybe a little bit more personal to me now. We're kind of getting further into the list. So far, I haven't been affected by any steals or switches, so hopefully that stays the same. But my kind of emotional pick is a character that I spent a lot of time with. Oh, I gotta pick a card.
Yep.
You're so right.
Yeah. Before you move on, you spell Aang like you were doing the M. Night Shyamalan movie. You wrote Ong. Ange. Yeah.
My bad. I don't really do the double A thing.
Oh, yeah,
It's not
your
really.
name?
Yeah, it's not really my thing, Okay, so this is a character that I spent a lot of time with. Character that I was introduced to relatively recently, and we've talked about a bunch on this podcast, and I can't wait for the new season to come out. Invincible.
It's a good pick.
I forget his name is actually Invincible.
Yeah.
I always think of Think Mark.
You have to think, Mark. I say that all the time, and it's like I say it when I'm like arguing with my fiance. So.
He's having
sure
a
she
full-on
loves that.
goblin moment in the mirror. He's like, Think Mark. That's a really good pick.
A fraction of our
To
power.
me, it's like my version of the Gordon Ramsay. Like, what are you? An idiot sandwich? Like,
Oh man, I know I'm gonna get a card.
Invincible, he's like everything that's missing from Superman is in Invincible, because like you get to see the rage, you get to see him get his butt whooped.
you're right. Your number 2 pick does have a lot missing from it. So, Superman, yeah.
No. He's
Good
got
of you
a
to
lot
dog-
of fan service.
Really humbling of you to dog your own team.
No. There's a reason Superman win a lot sooner. and you'll see in the votes.
I think
you'll
you
see in
forgot
the
he
votes.
picked Superman.
No, I didn't. That's why I got both of them here. They're a tag
man.
team. It's cool to see Superman, just be this like holy character, who like doesn't fold or bend. But Invincible is different. That's not him.
I think the story that happens around Mark is more special than Mark Grayson himself. So I wasn't personally going to pick him. I love it.
I
The story around
guess
is better than the characters. I was
Yeah,
saying.
the world, universe, the story in the universe.
I'm struggling to see like the difference as of right now because I've only seen the show. I haven't read the comics, so there might be something different. But I'm struggling to see the difference between Invincible and Superman as of right now.
The rage, I would say.
Yeah.
Because like there was rage, but you do see some iterations where Superman does kind of let loose, like on Darkseid or on
not
Doomsday.
like
Traditional Superman.
Yeah.
It is like
And
well,
not like
it could also
Invincible
be
does.
though that Invincible only has this one iteration.
Like in the comics,
Superman's got like 50
this is a
movies.
spoiler, so skip forward 20 seconds, but never mind.
No,
I'll
he hasn't-
assign it to you.
He hasn't seen it or read it.
But Mark basically takes a person and like holds him over the edge of a building to intimidate him, and that's like something Superman would never do.
would
Like a
love
regular human person who
Yeah.
can defend themselves.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and just the emotional impact of like what he has to deal with his father too. Like there's a lot more.
It's much different than Superman's father.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Jor-El.
he's more human. He's more
We'll
relatable.
join you in the sun.
He's more relatable to us as the audience.
Or Pop
you know.
Hint.
Okay,
Go work
Justin,
at IHOP.
Full crow.
your pick.
So I'm about to pick my 4th team member. What's the card?
Hey,
Thank the
just
Lord.
draft.
You still get to pick another card, don't worry.
Thank the oh man. All right,
You're not out
so
of the weeds yet, boy.
because I lost Batman and because I lost Optimus, I'm having to switch up my
He's gotten the short end of the stick.
Almost, yeah. That's
You're complaining that you lost your turn.
Yo,
but
you're
really
not-
you ended up.
You're in the clouds right now.
Yeah,
you
I'm
have
doing
5
fantastic.
all your picks.
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic.
I've had to switch up my routine here, so I'm going with a pick that I didn't have on my my actual picks I wanted.
Oh,
But this character I've
going off script.
known and loved since I was little and watched these movies a ton. Beloved character by many, so I'm hoping that brings up my list a little bit.
Which one of the Teletubbies you drafted?
The red one.
No crap. I was literally about to say that. That's insane. That's crazy.
No,
Finish
but
each other's sandwiches.
for real, I'm going Gandalf.
Nice.
And I knew neither of you would pick it, so I was trying to leave it for later, potentially, but
All right.
I had to get it now.
To be clear, that guy's from Star Wars, right?
It's okay.
I think he's one of the Padawans, right?
Who's the main character in Harry Potter?
I think that's Lionel Messi. So obviously Gandalf is from Lord of the Rings, which Justin knows that we're not like big Lord of the Rings guys.
Yes.
So
That's why I was trying to potentially leave it for later, but I needed someone strong and
like it.
loved by the average human, not backseat directing, but the average human has loved.
wow, people who love Gandalf, he just called you average. I think you're exceptional, so I would throw a vote towards my team.
I have Zuko on my team,
He
so
should be a politician, right?
he should be. Yeah.
I always jump on those when you
You're
get
like-
stuff like that. When you were the other episode, you were like this pick for like the older crowd.
Yeah.
Like he's calling you old. Oh, I get another pick. Sweet. What's my
Yeah.
card? Well, I hope it's
He's
sweet.
so excited for his card. You hear him?
Dun dun dun.
Is this the same one?
What'd you get?
I got switch team members. Player will switch a team member with the player that loses a dice duel. The player who drew the switch card picks a team member from the loser. Once the switch has been made, the players whose turn it is will draft a new team member. So same idea as last time when I got Zuko.
Okay,
This
you
is
got
Andrew.
to roll it.
This is Andrew rolling his dice. I got a 5 this
Yes,
time.
yes, yes, yes,
Still have
yes.
the hope.
Yes.
Yeah, so close. Aaron rolled a 4.
Wait, so I
Pick from mine.
So Justin will be stealing from Aaron.
Oh, okay. All right. I just straight up.
Aaron groaning.
No, I have to. I have to switch. So I have to
Yeah,
pick
you
one from
give
my
me-
team.
Yeah. So
And
if
I-
you want to just throw the Joker over here.
But I pick one from mine, and I pick one from yours.
Dude, you're so lucky you're about to get Zuko.
Wins is a dual dice.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Yeah, you pick.
Sweet. So I'm switching Zuko.
For who?
I am going to take Darth Vader.
I knew it. I knew you were going to take Darth Vader. I thought you were going to take Darth Vader or Spider-Man, but I thought you were going to take Darth Vader.
Yeah. Spider-Man would have been my next pick, but Vader just got a lot of cultural impact.
So Zuko has switched teams the most times now, with switching teams twice.
Yeah.
But now it's
cool.
back on someone's team who actually has seen the show.
Yeah, I'm cool with Zuko being on my team. He's a good pick. I don't know if he was deserving of a first round pick in terms of
Bro, stop slandering
Yeah.
Zuko.
Do you like Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I love it.
You've never held back before. That's literally Aaron.
Yeah. But I didn't want to see Darth Vader leave.
I'm glad he came to my team. Now I got Rocky, Darth, Vader, Joker, and Gandalf.
Yeah.
Darth Vader's straight
And
outside of the Force.
you have a pick.
I have. Oh yeah! Wow, this game's awesome now. Okay, so this one is definitely a tad bit different. I needed to include him because he is a legend. Technically an anime, but it's just an animated cartoon. It's not an anime officially. I consider it an anime just because it's badass. But Rick Sanchez, Rick and Morty, the legend, unbeaten. I do not know who would win if it was Rick Sanchez versus Batman.
Definitely not an anime. I agree.
In my heart, I consider it an anime just so I say I have seen one more
even
anime.
know what an anime is.
I do. Castlevania Death Note. That's it. I have more.
I don't think Castlevania is an anime either.
It is. It is. I've seen 14.
14 anime?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just say that. But
You said that absolutely.
hey, wait, Rick Sanchez, because there might be another Rick on my list. Not really. There's a lot of Ricks, but
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
yes, yes.
Castlevania.
Z. Yep.
Looks like it does have a manga. So
Yeah.
okay.
Which
I was
Castlevania
told it was
is.
a cartoon, but I was lied to.
Castlevania is actually really freaking good. Anyway, I am all of a sudden happy now. So
Look how quickly the game can turn around for you.
Yeah.
Just like Survivor out here.
Yeah,
You can go from
sure.
bottom of the world to the top. Rick Sanchez is a very good pick.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. I mean, he honestly, the way they write him, probably wiped the floor with Batman.
yeah, with no prep time.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and pick a card here.
Come on,
I want, like,
bro.
This dude's just
Something
punching
cool
up.
here. All right.
The cards are like more negative than they are positive.
For us. Like,
They are more negative. Let's see. I think I'm going to go.
man, there are still so many more characters. It's crazy.
I'm going to go with another beloved character here, kind of catering towards the audience.
I'm gonna be honest. I think most of these characters are beloved.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to go ahead and pick Indiana Jones.
Wow. I honestly
audience pick.
wasn't sure if anyone was going to pick that one. I was trying to leave that till later.
Yeah, you
got it good.
You can just steal a pick, huh?
Hey, well, I got Vader, so we'll see what happens.
Well, I'm going to get it back.
I hope not.
Probably not, considering I haven't gotten a card yet.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew, you are up, my friend.
All right, just hit me with the card. What kind of bullshit am I dealing with right now?
Nothing.
Oh, a simple draft. A simple draft. Okay. There's a lot of people that I really love still left on the board. I feel like most of the ones that I really want, it's not like a competition for them. So I don't really have to really sweat my order. But for my next pick in the draft, I'm just gonna shoot for it. I'm gonna go Light Yagami from Death Note. Justin literally just said one of the animes he's watched is Death Note, so I feel like that's one of the ones I have to sweat getting.
What is it?
correct.
What is it? What's the name?
Light Yagami. So light spelled like normal and Yagmai.
Have you not seen Death Note, Aaron?
I spelled
Bro,
it wrong.
you got to watch that. Yagami.
Ami. My bad.
It is so good. That was the official first anime I watched.
Bro, that's Kira.
Yeah.
That's.
No, yeah.
No idea what you're talking about.
You got to watch that.
You see that, El? That's my perfect victory. I win. Bro, that's another character, like I said, with like a phenomenal arc.
Yeah.
The theme for me is arcs, for the most part. And that's just a beloved anime character. Though.
He had to put for the most part for Optimus, bro. No, that is.
Well, you're
that's,
hating on your own pick.
I mean, I haven't seen Walter and Aang, obviously, but that is by far your best pick so far.
Really?
Over Batman?
Well, I picked Batman, so. But yeah,
You ready for your next card?
What's my card say? Draft. Simple draft. Let's keep the anime theme going. I feel like we never get love in the comments from the anime community, but there's a first time for everything, bro. Mm-hmm. So my next pick.
If you want to lose, go ahead. Draft these characters no one's heard of.
No one's heard this community.
Is it? It's from the new live action One Piece.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends who love anime that they need to watch this because Aaron thinks you guys don't exist. My next pick
Actually, please.
is the Attack
share the
Titan
show.
himself, Aaron Yeager. Dude,
All right, no, yep.
let me brush my shoulders off real quick with these top tier
Yeager?
picks. Aaron, by the way, so let me type it for you. Just give me the keyboard.
Okay, so just for the sake of the audience and for the sake of myself, wow, you spelled Aaron completely wrong, bro. You haven't seen
It's
it.
not traditional spelling.
I've only seen up to the first part of season 4, so please no spoilers.
I've seen a lot of this show, actually. The whole first episode.
By the time you finish season 4, by the time you finish
Gets
season
a lot
4,
better after season 1, bro.
So there's like 4 or 5 episodes of, or maybe it's like 3, but there's 3 to 5 episodes of Attack on Titan in like the top 10 episodes of TV history on IMDb.
That's crazy.
And Aaron Yeager, by the time you get to season 4, is in contention for best animated character of all time. I knew I could get him down here at like the 6, 7 because these guys aren't as big an anime. I don't think that I'm into it. I'm Justin.
I had him on my.
But Aaron Yeager has crazy story arc, crazy development. He's got that dog in him. He is so amazing. Like, dude, by season by season 4, he's just a different beast. And like, he's something else. He's super intelligent, but his conviction to reach his goals and his arc from innocence to just what he becomes, he is something else. So I'm happy with him on my team.
It was a really good pick.
He's worthy of a first overall, in my opinion, but
Sheesh. All right. My card.
Gosh,
Draft.
Aaron, bro. No.
I don't get any of these specialty cards, I guess.
Aaron's untouched.
Yeah. Well, you stole Vader from me.
No.
It could have been worse, though.
Yeah, I got Batman and Optimus taken from me, so I'm going to keep saying that.
Oh, man.
So while Aaron's thinking, do you want us to recap our teams?
Yeah, go for it.
So Andrew, myself, has Optimus Prime, Batman, Walter White, Avatar Aang, Light Yagami, and Aaron Yeager.
And Justin, myself, has Rocky Balboa, Darth Vader, Joker, Gandalf, and Rick Sanchez.
Man, your first 2 people on your first person on your list is like the 3rd person you picked,
Yeah.
and the 2nd person on your list that ended up being somebody you
Like
took
the
from
4th steal. Yeah,
Yeah,
you have both of my first 2 picks. It's insane.
Optimus Prime and Batman. My, how the turntables. It's an Office reference for my people out there.
I'm going to go ahead and take Jason Bourne on my list.
Excellent pick.
Thank you.
Not on my list, but a very, very respected pick for me.
Yeah, it's one of those that's like close to my heart, you know. Grew up watching the Bourne series.
Dude, you've been watching Jason since you were born.
That kind of mild. Yeah.
You hit the water bottle.
But yeah, it's really cool how he like starts off, we get introduced to him, he doesn't have his memory, but then he still knows how to do all these super badass things, you know. Like how far he can run at this elevation for half mile without stopping, you know, like, yeah. He made me want to be a spy when I grew up. You know, I would sneak around the house, you know, like I'd use my phone as like a mirror, you know, before there was front facing cameras, you know.
2 megapixels.
Exactly. Like, yeah, a lot of my inspiration for like being in movies and stuff was from this, you know, being in this industry was from this movie. This movie just got me excited, and Jason Bourne was the reason because of that.
The reason for the season.
You are the reason.
Yep.
You want to know something funny? I've only seen the one without Matt Damon in it.
Oh, Born Legacy.
Born Legacy?
The Bourne Legacy. Yeah.
Wow. That's
I've never seen any of the
that's
other ones.
crazy.
Better than having only seen Jason Bourne, to be honest.
That's the most recent one.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one in a while since it came out, but I actually really like Born Legacy.
I did too. And that was at the time when he was, you know, on the high of Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I think
And
Oscar Isaac
came out right around the
which is
same
cool.
time. It is. He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like Bourne Legacy. I know it's not Andrew's favorite because Jason Bourne isn't in it, and Andrew's a
I'm a purist.
main character purist. But
I love Matt Damon as well.
I think Bourne Legacy was almost like better made in terms of just like quality of filming, editing.
I don't remember much of it,
color, light,
but it
you know,
felt
editing.
more. It felt more like they were trying to go the Mission Impossible route almost with the style of film they were making with that one. I don't know what the
Yeah.
other Bourne films are
It's
like.
still
So
more grounded than Mission Impossible, but I see where you're
They
going.
introduced like a drug that was like part of the experimental program, and I don't really like that aspect. I felt like midichlorians to me, like in Phantom Menace.
he has a high midichlorian count.
Moving on.
You pulled a card for that one? You just got
Yeah,
draft?
it was just draft.
All right.
Yep. Ads.
All right. So,
So,
3, 2, 1. Skip the ad.
please, please, please.
oh wait, I already moved, right?
I think so. What do you got?
Ready?
Yep. Thank
Draft. There you go.
All right.
Get the
So,
pick.
tagging off of what you talked about with Jason Bourne, my experience with this character is very similar and very different, as I did not grow up watching this character at all. I actually watched almost all of the movies within the past year and a half. And in watching those, I wished I would have watched them when I was younger. But just the cultural impact, the legacy of this character that will never die, James Bond.
Good pick. He was on my list. Oh, that's not his spelling.
Jones Bane. Jason Bond.
Leave me alone.
John Bames.
That's a good pick. He's on my list. He's definitely iconic.
Best Bond? Daniel
You're
Craig.
Daniel Craig. Yes. Daniel
Bro,
Craig.
if you say Pierce Brosnan right
No,
now,
no, 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 no. I don't know why. I think Daniel Craig would be my pick, but I really love Timothy Dalton's Bond.
Oh, interesting pick. I feel like that's not when you hear that often. You
yeah.
should hear Connery and Craig.
I
feel like.
really love his. Like, I think Craig's gonna be my pick, but like, I wish
But they're
Dalton
close
would have.
runner-up.
Yeah, I wish Dalton got a third movie, but that's just a side note.
Dude, Craig got like 6.
I know. I still haven't
so
seen
many.
the newest one,
I haven't seen the newest one either.
which I was kind of spoiled for it, but I still want to watch it. So
You saw it, right?
I watched all of them leading up to it coming out to get ready for it coming out, and then
You didn't see it? Really? I could have sworn that you saw
I literally
it.
watched all the movies.
I remember
Before-
you
before
watching
that.
them all. Dang, okay.
because they were. I think they were like all on HBO Max.
All right. You ready for your next card?
I am.
Sorry, now Max.
I know.
Sorry, Max.
I still call it HBO Max.
Just a draft.
Okay, just a draft. All right. This one is for me. Just overall, I really love this show. Really love this character. Love the actor, and I love the video games. So, I'm going to pick Geralt of Rivia,
Oh, nice.
Who?
Geralt from The Witcher.
The Witcher.
Oh.
Henry Cavill, but also the games are like
that.
freaking phenomenal.
I got you.
Get out. I think Andrew should just have the keyboard.
Yeah, he really should.
Am I on the right?
Oh, here.
There we go. Geralt of Rivia, also known as the Butcher of Blaviken. Oops, I just totally spammed my arrow keys. Yeah, that's a totally dope character. I never really got into the games, and I only watched the first season of the show, which I specifically watched for Henry Cavill, his shirtless scenes. But
Amen.
he's a really good, really
We
good,
all agree.
complex character. Like
Yeah.
his philosophy of only fighting monsters and not fighting people, like unless absolutely necessary, I think is really interesting for somebody with so much power
Yeah.
to take that route. And he's
Doesn't he
just
fight a bunch of people in the first?
because they force him to.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's just I really got drawn into the show, and then I played a little bit of the game. But I've also been told many times that The Witcher 3 is like one of the best
Wild
games.
Hunt.
Yeah, the Wild Hunt, and it's been rated as like one of the best games ever made. And it's just
There's also amazing books written about them, which is what Henry Cavill kind of, I think, ran into an issue with. Is he's like neurotic about being
Yeah.
faithful to the source material, and that's not what was coming out of the show. So I think they kind of butted heads.
which sucks because now he's just getting recast.
Dude, he's perfect. Whatever you cast him in, he's perfect because he's
Whatever.
he's a fan who's also a phenomenal actor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, they better put him in like a Warhammer movie because he loves that.
I heard that
That'd be so cool.
there's a Warhammer series, I think, with Amazon Prime, which would, Prime's the one to do it if you want to do something gritty. So,
He was also talking about Bond too.
I've been wanting that for years.
That'd be cool.
I
Whether he's Bond or like in one of the movies.
should make him a Bond villain.
I mean,
he was so good.
he was a
Fallout.
Yeah, he was a Bond villain in Fallout. Like,
Yeah. It'd literally just be the sequel
Yeah.
Give me
to
more of
Fallout. All right, my card here. Am I gonna get just the draft card?
nope. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
you already know he is. I don't even know why you doubted him.
How have you? You're on your 8th pick and you haven't got any cards.
Did you have a third of a chance to get a card?
Yeah.
You know? It's like,
And we've
come on.
got
We have
like
a third of a
2 or
chance.
3 times.
You have like a 10th of a chance.
Okay, let me look at my list here.
Aaron's so like doesn't have a pick in mind whenever his turn rolls
know.
around. He's like, let me.
There's just so many to choose from. I'm gonna go ahead and pick another character that I just really enjoy, and that is Sherlock Holmes.
Oh wow. I had a feeling you were going to pick that one, but
Yeah?
as I said last time, I still haven't seen any content from Sherlock
I
Holmes.
put that character on my list also. I
Did you?
have him on my overall list.
Hey, nice. Yeah. I think he's a cool character. I especially like the versions of him that knows how to fight really well, like when Robert Downey Jr. is just like dissecting what's gonna happen before it happens, and they show it in like slow motion. And he's narrating like the different hits and stuff, and then they speed it all up. So freaking cool.
I was a really big fan when I was younger, and I read quite a few of the books. Like bought the like compendium set from Books A Million and read through like Adventures of Sherlock Holmes and a little bit past that. I think through Hound of Baskervilles maybe, but he's a really interesting, kind of ironic almost character where he is so blind to the rest of the world and so knowledgeable about his field. There's one point in the books I remember he literally didn't know whether the Earth revolved around the sun or the sun revolved around the Earth, but he could recognize like 100 different types of tobacco based on like feel and smell. Just
How is it relevant of which planet rotates around
yeah,
which star?
Astronomy never comes into play in his field, so he's just ignorant to that part of the world, but so knowledgeable in his field about anything that he could use for a mystery.
Yeah.
So just a guy who can get out of like limitless situations. He is really cool. This is deep in the draft for him to go.
Yeah. All right, Andrew, give us another character with an arc
Okay, another character.
because you got a draft card.
Wow.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
I really wish it was like something else because he just seems so excited right there.
Cool.
For
Yeah,
this,
we haven't had one of those yet.
Yeah.
for this character, I'll describe her arc a little bit, but she's going to be the first female to go in our draft.
I wanted to get the first female.
So
Should've
I'm
picked a
going
list.
to pick what I think is arguably the best character in the Harry Potter franchise, Hermione Granger. Hermione, like, she's cool because another thing with my characters is that they're flawed. I don't know about Optimus Prime.
I have no idea.
Close
what her
enough.
name
It's
is, but
fine.
we understand.
It's Hermione.
I'll look it up.
But she's flawed. Like, she's a know-it-all. She can be kind of rude. She can be kind of brash, an abrasive personality, especially in the beginning. But, like, her arc going, even just from 2 to 3, like, in Chamber of Secrets, she's, like, crying because Malfoy calls her a wizarding slur, which is a mudblood. And then to 3, where she's decking Malfoy, punching him in the face. Like, her arc going from accepting herself and her intricacies, what makes her accepting herself, gaining the confidence. Like, she's the brightest young witch of her age. That's literally what Sirius Black and Lupin call her. Like, she is talented, like, to an insane level. So I think she's just so cool. And I love, like, the smartest person in the room character. Like, whether it's Hermione or Light Yagami or Walter White or Batman, like those are all on my list. I love
Or Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock is a good one too. He's on your team. But
Optimus, and Rick Sanchez.
Rick Sanchez is a good one too. Actually.
James Bond.
Probably not Rick Sanchez, maybe Joker, only ones from your team.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew, you get another pick as well, hopefully, depending on what this card says. And it says just draft. There you go.
All right, so I didn't know if I was going to take this high.
This high.
I don't think either.
It's like
Your seventh pick.
Your eighth
I
pick.
think I can go to 10 with this one. I don't think you guys is even on your radar. You might not even recognize the
Then
name
do it.
once I say it.
Do it.
So actually, what I'm going to go with Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen.
I've heard.
I don't think he was in contention for you
phenomenal.
guys. Like I said like after I said Avatar Aang, that I don't think any of these characters.
No idea.
Like the city, right?
Yeah, I don't think any of these characters are really in danger of being picked by you guys after Avatar Aang. So that's like after my 4 pick.
Like
So I'll just keep going down the list in whatever order I choose randomly. But Dr. Manhattan,
Fair
is,
enough.
chooses his own path now.
he's a character who's like ascended so far in terms of power that he's losing touch with the part of him that's human. He can't recognize, like in that scene where one of you has
You haven't
I haven't seen it, no.
But
I've seen half of it.
I'll say it anyway. There's a scene where the comedian's like, you could have turned the bullets into like snow or whatever. Like you could have done anything, but you just don't care anymore. Like he's losing touch with humanity, and even though he still cares in his own way, he's kind of doesn't understand what it is to be human anymore. So he's really complicated. He was the background on my phone for like a year. I really love.
I remember that,
I love
actually.
the way he looks in the comic panels, especially when he's on Mars. But he's just such an interesting character. The intricacies of his mind, of what it's like to be somebody who can walk on the surface of the sun, but still be tethered to Earth by love to like one person. He's immensely complex, and he has an insane arc too, because he goes from being basically just a really smart guy to being a god. So there's a lot of development there too.
All right, back to me. Just a draft card. So
Arron.
I'm gonna go ahead and look at my long list of characters here and see where I want to go.
This dude's gonna get out scot-free.
It's insane. I feel like if he has the chance to take somebody, he's going for your team. Although I do have Batman
Yeah, you do have Batman. I like Walter
And
White
Walter
too.
White.
Yeah,
and Aang.
and Aang.
That's why I said everyone
I
after
thought you
that.
were gonna. Well, I guess I picked the first, but like Optimus, I feel like that would have been one of your picks.
He's on my list.
But
I don't know if I would've picked him.
definitely not before Batman or Walter or Aang, probably.
No, he likes Dark of the Moon, so he likes that big Sphinx one with the robot balls.
Oh, that's from the second one.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Devastator. We are right beneath enemy sphincter.
The one thing I don't like about Optimus is that he's supposed to be like the strongest one, the leader. But in all 3 of the movies, the original movies that we see, he dies. And it's like,
He's well. That's because
Well, he
Optimus
doesn't.
Prime is-
He only dies in the second one.
That's because he's the Jesus character.
he's like on
Yeah,
his
wait.
deathbed in the first one where they're about ready to put the
All spark in his chest.
in his chest. The
Yeah.
third one, I forget like where he was when he was like, but he
does
was
comes
like
back in the second
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
But he's the Jesus.
But when he
character. A lot
comes
of movies
back-
have
Yeah.
that person. So
When he comes back, though, well, he comes back with a vengeance.
sort of force.
I'm gonna pick the second female to be drafted. This one's definitely more of a personal one. I don't know if a lot of people know of this character, but for me, she has a crazy arc due to a tragedy that happened when she was a child, and then it put her on this very dark path afterwards. And I equate her to basically the female version of the Joker, and that is Jinx from Arcane.
I knew that's who you're gonna pick after we started talking.
Still haven't seen it.
Aaron loves Arcane. I mean, I love
Yeah.
Arcane too.
The art style is just amazing.
Yeah.
But her character, she's just so menacing. She's almost just bad to be bad, but she's bad because of what happened. I don't want to spoil things.
She's broken mentally.
Yeah.
Her mind is shattered. You
Right.
see it in her when you get a glimpse into her mind through like the quote unquote magic realism.
Yeah.
Her talking to people who are no longer around. Like you can see how splintered her mind is, and her mind is splintered into an innocent child and like just an agent of chaos, like the Joker is.
Yeah, I highly recommend you watch Arcane.
Yeah.
The animation is amazing. The story's really good. It's got a lot of like politics in there that maybe kind of slow it down a little
They
bit.
cut out like 30% of that show.
Yeah, but the stuff that's good is like beyond fantastic. You know,
High
like,
highs.
yeah,
The
very high.
High highs would absolutely outweigh any lows.
Yeah, it's a great show. We
Every time Jace is on screen, I'm like,
no, agreed. But yeah, the first 3 episodes wrecked my world. So watch that these next 2 weeks where
will.
you're familyless.
Yeah.
to be clear, Justin's family is away.
Currently on vacation.
Looks like we need to
Yeah,
start
it sounds
back. At
morbid when you really think about it.
how do I start fresh here?
Fresh.
All right, there we are.
Back at 1. Okay,
Should take it.
so this is for you.
So I got to draft a card, right?
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
Draft. There we go.
Keep saying thank you as if it hasn't favored Aaron this whole time. Okay, so going with the trend of picking a female character, I was going to pick this for number 7, I think it was.
That is, this is your number 7?
This is my number 8 now.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right.
So my number 8 pick is, in my opinion, the best female character ever to be written in live action, Sarah Connor.
Interesting choice. So, what do you think of when you think of Sarah Connor? Because I think of Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
I think of 1 and 2.
Haven't seen it, so don't ruin it for me.
Now, I haven't seen it in a while, but I know that left the lasting... The Sarah Connor and obviously Arnold in both movies, they left a lasting impact on me. I don't know, it just... Her transformation from, like, being pretty much a nobody to being this, like, female character who will take on whatever she has to do to save, whether it's the future, herself, the people she loves about, cares about.
Yeah, I think I'd
Everything.
for her is saving her son.
Yeah, like John Connor, like, and the relationship obviously with T1, like going through the whole time paradox and like her being with Kyle Reese, but like, you know, her son is in the future. She finds out about all this stuff all of a sudden, and I'm trying not to spoil it for you, but she like, it's just when you watch it, you see a different level of strong female lead presented that I feel like we haven't really gotten in recent years. And there was another one I wanted to pick, but I'm not going to say it right now. I'll probably talk about it later. But I think Sarah Connor takes the cake for me.
Well, you have a second back-to-back pick coming up, so you're good.
Yeah,
He doesn't want 2 females on
no,
this
no,
team.
no, because in this case they're very similar female characters, and I don't want to have 2 very similar female characters because they play the same role just in different movies, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But so Sarah Connor, number 8 for me.
I feel like that's a solid pick based off of just like what I've heard.
Yeah.
You know, about the movie.
Now my number 9 pick is definitely going to be
Hold up.
tougher. Thank
Just
you.
draft.
It's a free
Just draft.
Doesn't have to hold up.
Sweet.
Okay.
Now I'm debating
My
whether
bad. My bad. My bad.
I'm debating whether I should go the more comical route, the animated route, or the iconic just based off the name route.
I always say please yourself.
And I always say go for the vote.
Man, it leaves me stuck.
Yeah. 50-50 shot here.
I'm going for my vote. That's
mean-
what I'm going for.
All right, I'm doing it.
Which one?
I'm sacrificing the iconic just because of the name. I'm sacrificing the comical route. I'm going the one I want to be on my draft, on my team. And that is Toothless.
Dude, I was
Oh.
literally thinking that for some reason. I was thinking you were going to say that. I was like, we haven't picked an animal yet. Like, and the first thing I thought of was Toothless. I was literally thinking you might
Bro.
do that, which is so out of left field too. That was
When I saw How to Train Your Dragon in theaters for the first time, I wanted to own a dragon like that. I wanted to go on Toothless's back and fly throughout the entire world. That is
a
probably
solid pick.
the coolest dragon I've ever seen in my life.
yeah. Hiccup's a really good character too.
Hiccup.
We often call Alex my all black cat, a Night Fury, because he just looks
Bro,
so
it-
slick, you know. Like
He's like
It's
a ball of
crazy how that... I haven't seen the third one yet, which is sad, but
good
it's
movie.
crazy how that trilogy is like so freaking good.
look, there's 3.
Yeah, it's an ironclad trilogy.
I've only seen the first
Third
two.
one with the white Night Fury.
Oh, I have seen that.
Yeah.
Bro, I gotta watch the third one. I want to rewatch 1,
I get
2,
2
and
and
3.
3 like
I
blended.
think we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
That you do that.
You almost blew my mind there.
3 is so good. You have to watch it.
Yeah. But Toothless
Is
is
2
just...
the one with the huge dragon?
I
At
think
the end?
there's a huge dragon in the first one also.
I think there's one in almost all.
But there's the super huge like mother dragon that
Yeah.
controls the other dragons too.
Second one? Okay.
It's just cool, man. His powers, his character, like he's funny and he's cute and he's just awesome.
Yeah, good
Like he can
pick.
kill you or he can make you laugh. Like, you know?
And solid pick. We, like Andrew said, we don't have any animals or creatures or anything on here, so
It's a really good pick.
yeah, diversity
respect it.
pick
I
for
respect
sure.
your choice.
Diversity hire. All right, let's see. Am I gonna get Scott 3 all the way through?
Yes.
Oh,
That might be bad for me.
switch team members. Player will switch team members with the player that loses a dice duel. The player who drew the switch card picks a team from the losing team member. And then once the switch happens, I get to take my draft.
So you've seen us do this one before. This is Andrew rolling, and I got a fucking 1 again. Hard to lose to that. 4. Yeah, so who are you taking?
All right, I'm going to take Batman.
I mean, if I were you, I would just think on it for a second. It was really quick that you just said that. And Optimus Prime is right there.
Wait, but if you take Batman, that's the end of your draft.
No, it's not. I replaced one of my players.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
But that's the thing. I don't want to give up anyone. I know that I didn't originally draft Zuko, but Andrew did.
Zuko probably has the least audience appeal, like you were saying. You want the
I
audience.
thought you were just saying that the Avatar fans show up and vote and
Yeah, but this
comment on all
isn't
of our
an
stuff,
Avatar episode. You know, they don't know.
It is when I title it Avatar Draft.
They don't know he's in there. So. Who's gonna win?
They'll know when I put him on the thumbnail.
Like these are. I mean,
I hold the power.
bro, are you sure you don't want Optimus Prime? Because that's a lot of fan appeal.
I see where you're going, man. I do.
I feel like it would be between the top 3, honestly.
Between what?
No.
Optimus,
He's-
Batman, and Walter.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't want that one. Let's not worry about that.
Walter is tempting. I really like Walter. I would have drafted him for sure.
You said you wrote down Optimus Prime though.
Yeah, like
See, if you pick Optimus, you'll show how much your love is for Transformers along with me,
yeah.
and help me suffer the fate of
Dark
not
of the
having
Moon,
him.
fake fan.
You want me to lose?
Your list is or your draft is already solid.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I think that's the character that I like the least out of all of the characters that I have.
Interesting.
Good character.
I like Indy. I'll
but
take Harrison Ford on my team. I wouldn't take him over Batman, but
well, that's what you get.
He does have a lot of like fans though.
yeah. No, Indy's cool, especially Raiders Indy.
I think that swap is pretty the most equal swap we've had so far. I'll say that.
I mean,
Do you agree?
I don't think it's anywhere near equal, but it might be one of the most equal so far since the other ones have been just horrendous.
yeah. Like Optimus for Zuko.
Well, Zuko for Vader wasn't like. I mean, Vader just got a lot of
Vader's
pull for
like
sure.
I didn't know
Zuko
who
as a
Zuko
character
was.
is like
The best.
really solid.
One of the best.
Yeah. All right. I still draft, so I get to finish out my
Batman.
team here. On the way back, though, I still have to draw a card.
Okay.
So, gotta keep that in mind. Let's see. I'm gonna look through my list.
Wait for it.
Wait for it. That's a good pick too.
Yeah.
Still have 2 spots left.
I
Let's
pick
see.
Lassiter.
The glass. Carlton Lassiter.
Let's see. Where do I want to go? I'm sorry, I'm so undecided on all of these.
Psych reference for you filthy casuals.
I'm glad that's one thing we can all agree on. That Psych is goated.
Yeah, it is absolutely top tier.
Um,
A lot of good characters.
I feel like he's texting like
Phoning a
Quizlet,
friend.
like or like messaging Quizlet to pick the next one for us.
I know we already have one character from this world, from this series, but I'm going to go ahead and draft another one.
We or you?
Like we as like
Oh, okay.
all of us. There's another character in
collective.
this series, but this one is equally iconic. And I'm going to pick Yoda.
Oh wow.
Star Wars.
It's a good character.
Yeah. I thought you were going someone else.
Not as iconic in
Another
terms of
creature.
arc, but
Another creature. Yeah.
But he is the
First midget. Yeah.
Actually, he's a puppet, so
Or CGI.
All right, Andrew.
I get 2 picks. My last 2 picks.
Yep.
This is a painful draft. There's too many to choose from. Fuck me in the ass. So Aaron just flipped my card around if you're only listening, and I lost a turn again. The only person to lose a turn, and I got to do it twice. So does that mean I still get one pick?
Yeah.
Unless your next
flip
card.
my next one over and tell me about how I got an extra turn.
Okay.
That would have been hilarious.
Oh man.
So I get 1 character. So this is all still pretty in the air right now. Yeah, I mean my theme is still arcs. So there's so many characters left that I want. I mean, this is there's a character I really want, but they're a static character. So I'm gonna go with the character, just sticking with my theme, that has a better arc. I'm gonna go with Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead. Bro, you had him? Are you?
I was saving that one for 10 because I didn't think either of you liked The Walking Dead.
I read all the comics.
That's what I said.
He
the
said
other Rick.
earlier he's like another Rick on my team when he drafted Rick Sanchez.
Wow.
Rick.
That's the best pick on all of our teams.
Why didn't you take it? Why didn't you take it?
Because I thought no one was gonna pick it. Like I always hear hate on The Walking Dead, and that's like
Never from us.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, Walking Dead, the show kind of falls off, but even the show, Andrew Lincoln, I was saying earlier today, is one of the top castings to ever be cast as Rick Grimes.
Yeah.
I put him, Andrew Lincoln, as Rick Grimes, right next to Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, like right next to the most Jack Sparrow.
Well, in my opinion, I think
Johnny
two
Depp, like the best
of the
casting.
greatest castings are in The Walking Dead. Him and then Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan.
Perfect.
Like those two are just
Daryl Dixon, another amazing
Yeah.
cast.
Haven't
But
seen it.
who's not even a character in the comics.
I know
But the comic arc of, and again, I'm going with my theme of arc, so I'll give my quick spiel, but going from like a small town cop who's hardly ever seen any action to waking up in a hospital to becoming literally the fictional epitome of being a survivor. Like, nobody's a survivor like Rick Grimes. He is clawing like tooth and nail, blood, sweat, and tears. He's also a menace to society, like flipping that switch and turning into an absolute demon at the turn of a hat. Like he is so good. When my favorite thing in the comics is when he's like, they're in Alexandria and he's like, you're going to take this place from Glenn? You're going to take this place from Michonne? You're going to take this place from me? It's like, he is just a different animal. Like when he hunts down that guy that was trying to kill Carl.
Bro, he's got that dog in him. That's
For real. He's a monster, but he's also like the epitome of a survivor and the epitome of a leader.
Yeah.
Like to go from that small town cop life to like kind of scrawnier guy to go, but you fear him, bro.
Yeah.
He's scrawny, but like he is like, you would not want to go up against him in a 1v1 because he just will claw his way to victory. Like he
finds a way, bro.
Yeah, he's a very special character to me because he's from one of my favorite comics of all time. Probably my second favorite comic series of all time after Invincible, but he is like
Ricky
he's
Doo
such a great leader. Like he inspires others. People follow him.
Okay, that's enough.
Other people.
It's not enough.
Have you seen those trends where it's like he's not the biggest, he's not the strongest, like, but why is the lion the king of the jungle? His mentality. That's Rick Grimes.
Ricky Doo-Dog Grimes, bro. Also, Coral.
That machete with that red handle over there. I'm gonna kill you with that.
It's so good. I've actually played the Telltale Walking Dead games, and
That's Lee, I think his name is, another really good
which is
character.
also really good. Man, dude, I'm jealous of
You
your
still
list.
might be able to steal it. Who knows? The game's been
Like honestly, I wanted Batman was always gonna be my first pick, but I really wanted Rick on my list.
You shouldn't have waited until 10.
Bro, I've explained it.
it's reasonable. I see your logic.
Yeah, yeah.
I've done the same thing in the past and been
Yeah.
shafted when Aaron different picks.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like that's my most replayed part of your podcast, by the way.
Gotta know the player. You know. All right. I don't have a pick necessarily because my team is full, but we're still going in order, so I still have to pick a card. So
Lose a turn.
just draft. Yeah, lose turn. So mine's normal. This goes to Justin now to finish off his team, and extra turn,
Useless.
which is useless at this
Kind of
point.
pointless, yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead. Take
Wow.
your turn. Your two turns.
He thought this was going to be Rick Grimes, so he's
Yeah,
panicked.
this is
Readjusting his game.
Backpedaling right now.
this is actually rough right now.
That's how rough ride is a roll.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think for a tad bit.
Stop.
You guys want to
Drop.
go over your list?
Shut
or
him
not?
down,
Or
open up shop.
just wait till we pick them all.
Let's keep singing Rough Riders anthem.
Okay.
Andrew, on your team, who are you most excited to have?
Most excited. I mean, after Justin's reaction, I'm really excited to have Rick Grimes.
Man.
Pump me up.
Hey, you focus on you picking your
I
pick.
know, but it's killing me.
I'm excited to have the anime communities vote right now. Neither of you guys have any anime picks, so
Yeah, that's true.
Hey.
there's still time.
Rick Sanchez.
No, do not, bro. Animation different from anime.
You want an anime pick? I'll give you an
different
anime
anime.
pick.
Go ahead.
All right.
I want to hear what you got.
Gee, I don't even
Bro,
know.
I swear.
I don't know if
I
I-
swear. He better not pick somebody really good. I'll be pissed. Because I challenged him.
Well, I've only seen 14 anime. I feel like you've seen a lot more than that. So
I've seen quite a few anime.
I'm either going anime or classic cartoon.
To be clear, in my opinion, what makes an anime is that it's originated as a manga and it was animated in Japan. So
And that does
anime is something that's animated in America, like Avatar, which I mean, I think
Which I think is an American produced show, but I think it was actually animated in Korea, wasn't it?
was it? I
thought I
don't
saw
know.
that
It's the animation team because the creators are American.
I mean, I could just be like pulling that out of my butt and making that up, but I could have swore I've heard that
I mean, it was
somewhere.
animated by Nickelodeon.
Yeah, but the team that actually
Yeah,
animated
yes.
it, it's outsourced.
So so Nickelodeon is the production company, but they outsource the animation.
Right.
Wow.
Aaron taught me something today, maybe.
But yeah, maybe. We need a fact checker.
All right.
Oh, Justin's ready.
Slam it down the phone.
I'm
Little bit.
feeling rough right now, but I'm going with the comedic pick.
He's so distraught.
I'm not feeling good right
now.
now. I actually feel hurt, but it's okay. I am going with a legend.
Yeah, you seem very happy about it.
I am.
It's heartbreaking to
It's
have people you
just
can't pick.
yeah. It's not. I didn't want it to be my final. If I knew that I wasn't going to get him, I would have picked this one in my ninth place. But anyway, it is a legendary role. The Anchorman himself, Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy, created by Will Ferrell, I believe.
It's just every time I watch it, I laugh all the time. Burgundy. It's just legend. Like the second movie's called The Legend.
That's who makes all those movies? Adam McKay, right? I think it's Adam
think
McKay
so,
and Will
yeah.
Ferrell created this character.
Yeah. And I really like both of them. I personally think the second one is funnier than the first one, which I know is kind of a hot take. But I think they're both really good.
I think the second one, if you did jokes per second, the second one has more jokes per second. But
Yeah,
I
in
think
their
that-
TV spot, they added up. They're like 1,750 jokes in this movie or something like that. But I don't know. Ron Burgundy.
They fucking improv like crazy in that movie. There's like an alternate cut that's like a different movie of jokes.
It's just the movie itself, but also just Ron Burgundy himself. He's just funny. He's stupid, but he ends up, being classy in the end.
It's the pleats, it's the pants, it's optical illusion.
I'm in a glass. This is me right now. I'm in a glass case of emotion.
My house has many different mahogany. I have much mahogany and scented leather-bound books.
Oh man,
All
but
right,
that's
so-
closing out my draft.
It's a really great pick. It's a good comedy pick too. It's really kind of missing, I feel like, from the draft overall.
Yeah. So again, my team is full right now, but I still got to pick a card.
I wonder what he'll get.
Draft.
Surprise, surprise.
So if Andrew loses a turn here, does he just get 9 people on his team?
Absolutely not.
No, I think then it would go back.
No,
to
I
us
still,
to
I
pick
still,
a card.
hey, I still have two. I still have two, so I would get it.
Unless
What?
you get 2 loser turns.
I would have two if we were continuing a snake draft, so then I would get it.
That's true.
I see. Yeah.
So I'm safe from that. All right, what do I got?
The first duel on the last pick.
Give me something good. Give me something good.
All right, what do you want to read it?
Read the duel.
Duel. We've seen this done before on the show. Player will pick another player.
We
to
haven't
duel.
done this one.
Oh, we didn't do a duel? Oh, it's
No.
different
We've
than the
done a switch, yeah.
So the duel is player will pick another player to duel. Each player will pick one team member for the duel. The team member of the player who loses the dice duel dies and could no longer be on a team. The player whose team member dies will have an extra turn at the end of the draft. Extra turns at the end must be played in the correct draft order. So I'm going to duel with who has the character that I'm most threatened by?
Oh, no.
Well,
Justin.
I'm gonna duel with Arron.
No.
Batman.
I think I'm kind of more.
No. I get to pick who I put up
Yeah,
to duel,
but I'm
and then
kinda-
he picks who he duels.
I'm kind of more threatened by your team.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
Yeah.
so we just roll and then we'll say who we were getting rid of.
No, let's pick our characters first.
Okay. I mean, I know who. Mine's obvious. I'm putting up Optimus Prime.
You're so right. Man, I really hope that one is the one that goes. I'm going to put up Yoda, my last pick.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense to put up your last pick.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
See if the dice favor me today. How? What are the odds that I would roll 3 ones? How many times have I even rolled the dice? 5.
Wow.
Oh, honestly, that plays really well for me. 'Cause
That does
I
help
get
you.
2 picks.
Yeah, it
and
does
I
help
get to
you.
get rid of Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime. Again, just like the freaking movies. He's
Dies
dead.
every time.
He's
He always
dead.
dies.
Oh my
Yeah, he can't
god.
come back either. Oh man.
Just the character, man.
Gosh.
Okay.
He went from a second round pick to a first round pick to off the board.
Yep.
So I'm gonna replace Optimus Prime.
Gosh darn it.
I'm gonna replace Optimus Prime with, because he's now dead, can't be picked by anyone. I'm replacing him with Thorfinn from Vinland Saga.
I don't know how to spell that.
Finn from
Okay.
where you are right now. So Thorfinn, son of Thor's, son of Thor's the Troll. He's again one of the best arcs in fiction, up there with Eren Yeager. Going spoiler alert for everyone for Vinland Saga, but going from like the depiction of bloodlust and revenge and living his whole life by the sword for revenge to like literally the anime symbol for pacifism. Like the Thorfinn quote associated with Thorfinn is that no one has any enemies, originally spoken by his father Thor's. So he's just a really special character to get to watch his journey, to see what happens to him that makes him go from just a literal beast, like hardly even human, just speaking in growls and murdering senselessly for his objective, to becoming like a thought piece of a character who believes purely in the art of pacifism. He's really, truly special.
Where is he from?
He's from the show called Vinland Saga, a manga called Vinland Saga. And he's just a really cool character. Visually, he looks really cool as well. When he's young, he fights with 2 like blades, like 2 knives. It looks one of the coolest like stances I've ever seen for a character. Coolest
Have you
weapon
seen them?
choices. Yeah, I knew I could get him at 10. That's the only reason that he's so far down. Is 'cause
But now he's at 1.
either of you.
So for your first round draft pick, Andrew, who are you taking?
I mean,
This is the pick that
Does he have to do
No.
another? No.
Nope.
a lot of these characters could be functional.
Actually,
Because
he should, because it'd be at the end of the draft,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you should have to do another card.
If anything else was happening, it'd be going back to you guys. So I would get another card. What do I get? Could this really mix it up?
Oh,
Another duel? Another duel, baby! Another duel!
He's gonna roll a 1 again.
Who's
This is a stupid idea.
whose team do I
Just
want
draft
to
again.
Hey, Aaron, I challenge you to a duel.
Oh, again?
So I'm going to be putting up Mr. Indiana Jones.
Of course.
Get rid of his 1 and 2. I'm gonna put up Yoda again.
Oh
I
man,
feel like you should have to put up somebody else.
What do you mean he won?
you're making an executive decision.
I'll
Ooh.
let him do it. He's weak. He's weak sauce.
Oh.
Hi.
Okay,
You gotta.
That goes to the runner, right?
You gotta repick.
repick.
Repick
That's
characters.
a juicy concept.
I was just thinking re-roll, but we can repick. I guess I don't like that idea.
Make it spicy.
I'd rather just re-roll.
He has to pick one of the other ones that he actually picked, so that would be
I
spicy.
don't really want to do that either. So.
Okay. It's risky.
Dang it! I'm sitting over here starving.
I don't want to get rid of any of my other characters. 3.
Oh, but he might have to. Oh,
Yes.
This will never end.
All right.
Yoda is dead.
Wait, you rolled a 1?
Yes.
Oh shit! I thought I won that. I mean, by 1.
Oh, by
I
like-
got to get rid of Indiana Jones and pick a new character.
you wanted to get 2 more
I'm
picks.
not rid of Indiana Jones, though. So it's still my turn. So for my probably last pick of the draft, it's kind of dodgy out here.
Did we do that right?
I think so because he
Now you're getting an extra turn, so hypothetically, that's why I should get 2.
Okay, yeah. So you're drafting your actual pick now.
Yeah.
And you did that last time by drafting Thorfinn. Okay. Yeah.
and then you pick
Yep.
a card
Yep,
and
yep.
so on.
So we're all on the same
Yeah.
ship, going to the same place.
Cool.
Okay.
I think I'm done unless you roll a duel.
Crazy.
Let's do it. I mean, let's go. Is there any video game picks on the board right now?
I mean,
Technically
Geralt,
Jinx, because she's from League of Legends.
Spider-Man, Batman,
The Witcher.
But I'm gonna go with somebody who's like primarily known for being from a video game.
Jinx.
If you've been watching this show for a little while, you know that I love this character. I'm gonna go with my dog, second female on my team. Aaron can start typing it now. Ellie Williams from The Last of Us. She's God tier, S-class character, so well written, amazing arc. I mean, she's always a badass, she's always a smart mouth, but she becomes incredibly capable. And especially from The Last of Us Part 1 to The Last of Us Part 2, she just becomes like a person to be feared. Like, if I saw Ellie in a dark hallway, I would pray to God that we would be friends and on the same page. Because her with that knife, and she's another epitome of being a survivor. So that's 2 zombie picks on my list. She, like, I think, to me, I didn't think you guys were going to pick Ellie, so I left her for a while. But I think Ellie is the best written. I'm a guy, so, like, maybe I'm wrong, but she's my favorite written female character of all time. I like her more than Hermione. She is an absolute badass, and she pulls it off so perfectly, especially with Ashley Johnson's voice. Sells it so well. I could talk about her all day, but let's let my friend Aaron take his last pick.
Oh boy.
All right, here's my card.
Of course, classic. God, my team is so.
I didn't get a single card to do something, did I?
You got one. It was like, I thought you got switch.
Extra, you got extra turn.
Yeah,
An extra
yeah.
Very
turn.
beginning.
Yep.
Yeah, so you
that's
got
right.
a plus card.
Yeah, I got an easier card.
Like-
Yeah, the one benefit.
The person who's got an extra turn now is the person who has the hardest time picking this whole draft.
I know. And I'm the last one to go.
Listen, I'll gladly pick a card again.
So whoever you don't pick, that's the audience's mind, the person who was skipped, by the way. Like,
Thank you, Andrew. As well as your other like 3 picks that
you
should
don't-
have been your last
if you don't
ones.
pick Andy Dufresne from Shawshank, if you don't pick Michael Corleone, like, you're the one who skipped all those people at once by having the last pick. If you don't pick Ripley from Alien, like, that's all you, bro.
Thank you. Bum. It's hard. This is hard. I was content with my list. Now to not be done, it's tough.
This is sick. I would vote for me.
It's probably it.
Do you like the way I look? I like the way I look.
Oh man. I think I'm gonna do a.
I totally messed up that Silence Lambs quote, by the way. So if you're watching this, I know that.
Man.
PG version.
Do.
I mean, Aaron's just gonna. The rest of the episode is gonna be.
I'm gonna go here. I got it. This is again, another character that's like kind of close to my heart. One of my favorite superheroes. Loved watching these movies growing up, and they just got better as they kept coming out as well. And that is with a perfect casting of Hugh Jackman as the Wolverine.
Dude, Logan does a lot of heavy lifting for this pick too.
Don't sleep on Wolverine and David.
I'll sleep on Wolverine Origins. I'll sleep right on top of it.
No,
Don't
Sleep on
Wolverine.
top of it like it's like
Wolverine.
Like-
different movie, boy.
Oh, okay.
Different
Yeah,
movie.
that movie is.
I mean, I forget that movie exists, so I'll sleep on top of that too. Like I was gonna say, like a 10.
No, that one's
I'll sleep right on.
That one's a good
Bro,
movie.
the
It was
Wolverine.
on the cruise that I just went on like a few weeks ago, and I was loving it.
That,
I
yeah,
was just laying in bed watching Wolverine. Oh, it was
the
great.
movie's
Yeah,
great.
and if I'm on a
Yes.
cruise and they're playing
Thank you.
Wolverine, I'm just thinking that shit.
Oh my god.
Man, it's a sad thing.
I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. It's just mid.
Jeez, man. But the character.
It's more than mid.
He's an incredible
Yeah,
character.
top tier.
I was saying earlier today that Hugh Jackman, like the other people I said, like Jack Sparrow and Downey as Iron Man, Hugh Jackman Wolverine, up there with them too. I don't care if
Yeah.
people, he's too tall.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Suck
Shut
it.
the hell
Suck
up.
it. Yeah.
He's perfect.
Yes, exactly. And that brings our draft to an end. We each have our 10 fictional characters for our team. Justin, you went first, so why don't you go ahead and list off your team names?
All right. First pick, Rocky Balboa. Second, Darth Vader. Third, Joker. Fourth, Gandalf. 5, Rick Sanchez. 6, James Bond. 7, Geralt of Rivia, The Witcher. 8, Sarah Connor. 9, Toothless. And 10, Ron Burgundy.
And then myself, Aaron, went second. Got Spider-Man first, Superman second. Third is Zuko. 4 is Captain Jack Sparrow. 5 is Invincible. 6 is Batman. 7, Jason Bourne. 8, Sherlock Holmes. 9, Jinx. And 10, Wolverine.
What was your number 9 pick?
Jinx.
Gotcha. So
I hate this guy.
to be clear, they weren't in this exact order because the
Yeah.
teams have reshuffled because of our like wild cards.
Yeah.
But
We'll have a thing on the screen so people can see like which
What we
ones are
actually
switched.
pick. I want people to know I picked Batman and Optimus first.
I want you to know I picked Optimus. Optimus, I want you to know. All right, so this is Andrew. Hi, Andrew here. My team has Ellie Williams from The Last of Us, Indiana Jones, Walter White from Breaking Bad, Avatar Aang from Avatar The Last Airbender, Light Yagami from Death Note, Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan, Hermione Granger from Harry Potter, Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen, Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead, and Thorfinn from Vinland Saga for an absolutely peak team. If you want to be on the best team, you vote for Andrew's team. If you want to be on the winning team, you vote for me. This team is God tier. Look at the diversity. You've got anime on this team. You've got indie on this team. You got 80s movies.
Indy, you didn't even want Indy. You were hating on Indy when it wasn't on your
You've got
team.
appeal for all generations. You've got appeal for adventure stories, dark stories. You got video game picks on here. You've got some of the best characters in all of anime. I'm repeating anime, I know, but it bears repeating because these are the best character arcs in fiction between these 10 characters. I mean, I lost Zuko, but I have the rest of the best character arcs in fiction.
And guess who has Zuko? This guy has Zuko.
Yeah, one to 10.
I don't know if
1 to 10.
I don't
got
know.
Spider-Man, Superman, and oh wait, the number 1 overall pick, Batman as well. You were gonna pick Batman first if you had the first round pick, weren't you?
I didn't even want him.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I have first round picks all throughout my whole team list here. So if you want to vote for the winner, go ahead and put Aaron down in the comments.
If you want
below.
Aaron to pull the wool over your eyes and convince you that Jason Bourne is a first round draft pick, then yeah, go ahead and listen to what he just said.
Bro.
Yeah, Jack
come on.
Sparrow is a first round draft pick.
You have a bunch of names that no one's even heard of.
This guy, such a big fan of Wolverine that he picked him after his team was fully done.
Yeah, because I had the theme of picking people who were well known, and I just wanted a little more diversity. But I like Wolverine better than Yoda anyway. So I also like Batman more than Indiana Jones, who was on my team. I like Zuko and Darth Vader is kind of tied, I'd say.
Anime community, I need your
Justin,
vote.
what's your plea to the audience here? of
My
why you
plea
should win?
is that Andrew's team
is the best
is
team
half-
you've ever seen.
half
This
filled.
Sunday night.
It's half filled with anime, so it's not diverse at
There's
all.
3 anime characters. Basic math, 3 out of 10 is not half.
I thought the last one was
Light Yagami, Eren Yeager, Thorfinn.
Avatar Aang.
That's not.
Oh,
We've been over this.
well,
Animated.
It's the same
It's an
same
animated show.
genre. It's animated.
Yes.
Okay, so almost half my team.
But then,
almost
Justin,
half
your
your
team,
team. One-
your
no,
team is
listen.
9 live
One.
action.
What? So that was my goal.
No diversity. No diversity.
I have diverse characters from drama to sci-fi epics to anarchists to video game picks to animated cartoon picks to dragons.
That's
Also,
diverse,
also
so I'll give you
to
that.
comedic characters. There's no comedic picks from any of you guys. Maybe Sherlock Holmes.
I
I'll
have
give you
the
that.
most diverse picks in terms of mediums. I have comic book, anime, video games, movies, and TV shows. And I also have the most women on my team amongst all of our teams.
I mean, I got
2.
comic.
Good job.
Twice as much as both of you bitches have. So.
I got comic books, video games,
Look.
movies, TV shows,
Look,
books, everything
You got
too.
diversity, but that wasn't the name of this draft. It was best
Fictional character draft.
characters.
Yeah.
So not the most
it was
diverse.
all- it was
If-
also-
if we
listen,
took all
listen.
3 of our
Listen,
lists
listen.
to anywhere around the world, my list would be the most recognizable.
But-
Listen,
All-
You
No,
just said it was best.
no,
You just described
no.
most well known.
Exactly,
Well known.
which makes
no,
it the best.
no,
That's
listen,
not any
listen.
These characters
Listen
got
to me.
for 4 people.
Okay, you
making
can't.
it the best.
You cannot tell me that Darth
Doesn't matter
Vader,
at all.
Joker, James Bond, those 3 alone are not some of the 3 of the most
3.
iconic. Okay,
Not
you
as
got,
much.
Superman,
You got-
Spider-Man,
you got Batman,
Captain
Superman,
Jack Sparrow,
Spider-Man.
Sherlock Holmes.
okay. Darth Vader, Joker,
Batman,
and James Bond
again,
are
your guys' number 1 pick.
Bond, Joker, Vader are way more known than Sparrow. I'll give you Superman,
Again, it's not the
Spider-Man,
most well-known,
Batman.
It's the best. My characters have the best arcs, the best, most.
Yeah, but
But
when you're
but
looking
the
for
thing
votes,
is- the
when
thing
you're looking
is-
for votes from people all around the world from our YouTube channel,
They're going off
it
what
is
they
the most
know.
well-known.
But they'll judge based on the criteria, which our criteria again was the best. My characters have
Exactly,
the
but
best,
if no
most
one's
best.
one of your characters,
But
they
like-
can't can't
Here's
judge
the
on
thing.
if they're the best or not.
I haven't
just
seen
'cause you guys
Avatar:
are
The Last Airbender, so I don't think Avatar Aang's the
'cause you
best.
guys are-
exactly.
So like,
Just because you guys are uncultured and haven't watched Avatar and anime doesn't mean
I
the rest
have
of the world
watched
isn't
Avatar.
uncultured.
Thank you very much.
I'm combining you two together.
yo, it's crazy how the last 5 minminutes of this pod has been the crazy.
Heated.
I'm feeling more confident about my list now than I was the entire episode.
because we'd argue it. Right?
Yeah.
If you vote for my team, then I truly believe Last of Us Part 3 will happen.
Okay, all I'm saying is Rick Sanchez solos every one of these characters on all these teams.
Nah. Nah, he's not. He's not soloing
Superman?
Not soloing Superman. Not soloing
Invincible?
Dr. Manhattan, maybe not, but Superman, yeah. If Batman can solo him, Rick Sanchez can.
Okay, sure.
And Vader.
What about Batman himself then?
Light Yagami would just Light Yagami would just be like this. Rick Sanchez.
Batman, Indiana Jones, Walter White, Zuko, Superman.
To be fair, he potentially could just write down Batman because there's a comic where they use the lasso of truth and say, state your real name, and Batman says Batman. So I don't know, maybe that'll work.
I mean, Light would, yeah. If he wrote anyone's name, he probably would just, win. I don't even think Dr. Manhattan has the power to.
Subsidy.
But it's not about who would win in a fight.
It's also not about most well-known.
It's about the most popular people.
Who has the best arcs? You heard it here all day long.
No. It wasn't about who has the best arcs. It was the
arcs.
best fictional characters.
What makes the best characters?
No.
Part of that
best character
is
journey.
And who
seeing the
is
characters.
well known.
Yes.
I mean, there's a thing about Vader, about Batman, about
Thank you.
Bond, about Joker being well known is because they're that good.
They're that loved. Exactly.
Is that the one you gave me? What?
He took back his love ring
didn't
to
see me
you.
take this?
No. Even Rocky, Rocky is known by a lot of the older folk, as you guys said in your earlier episode.
Oh, did you hear that, guys? He's calling you old.
So vote below in the comments for which team you think deserves to win. Andrew, myself, Aaron over here with a little bit less good of a team. Justin over here with a little bit less good of a team.
With the goated team, yeah.
Rewind if you want to hear the recap for what characters on each team. I know it's got to be confusing the way they switched around. And
They'll be able to see it on the screen. They're good. They're following along. Thank you for watching on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, come over to YouTube to see the screen. It'll be a little easier to follow.
It's going to be on Spotify as well.
Yeah, that's right. You can see the video version on Spotify too.
We'll put polls up.
Yeah,
Vote
definitely.
the polls. The more platforms you vote on, the more votes your team gets. We aggregate the votes. So if you vote on a comment on Facebook and then you vote in the poll on Spotify, that's 2 votes. So
Yeah,
if
just
you really want
show
your
us
team
how
to win,
passionate you are
if you care
about
that
each of
much,
our
do it.
teams. We post. Sorry.
I was going to say tell your friends and family about the podcast. Share us with everybody.
Yeah, and I was going to say that we post every Monday and Thursday on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, our full-length episodes. And then we're on every social media platform, so you can check us out there. That's where you can vote. You can vote in the comments on YouTube. Again, on the poll on Spotify. Thanks so much, Justin, for joining us on this episode. He has his own podcast with 2 other guys called Cinema 3D. Make sure you go over to their channel, subscribe, like, comment, and all that stuff. Thanks so much for watching, and that's a wrap.
Bum, 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 bum.